Hey friends, I am coming at you today from a different location. It's my neighbors, Michigan State Police Academy and headquarters and labs. That's all Michigan State Police. Sorry, Michigan State Police. Anyways, today I am coming back at you for weekend bond court back with Judge or Magistrate Fink. This is going to be part 3. This is the second part of Sunday. As always, I am not an attorney. I am not putting forth any legal advice nor making any legal conclusions. All comments are my own, and all persons are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Down below is the link if you want to join my circle of friends for my memberships, and also if you'd like to support Fritz and Luna with their habit. Let's get back to Magistrate Fink.
What's your name, please?
Justin Demand.
Okay, this is Demand. Let me know when you're ready. Okay, Mr. Demand, no address, no phone, no email?
I should have.
No, Your Honor, I sent an email following up to I sent that one because he
Oh,
did.
we're not, yeah, we can't do that today. Okay, I'll just ask him for it. What address are you going to live at? I'm not going to let you live at the Dorset Avenue, so what address for you?
I don't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, he can live there.
I'm sorry. Your dad lives out of state.
Right.
So I am going to allow you to stay where you are. Okay, I'm sorry. What's your phone number? Do you have an email that you're willing to give the court?
I have one, but I don't remember all the
That's
whole-
fine. You can just give us a call later to make sure that we have an email for you. Okay?
Okay.
All right. This is State of Michigan versus Justin Demand 23 FB 1013. I have received a petition requesting a court-appointed lawyer. I will sign that. You
No,
may
Your Honor,
proceed.
I accidentally sent that by mistake because he refused to meet with me this morning.
Okay. Go ahead when you're ready.
Oh,
Wait, so I don't understand. What are you trying to tell me, Miss Yankee?
So we aren't appointed to this case. I just had one.
You are?
We are not. I had one prepped already. So it's already in my queue.
Why are you not appointed?
He refused to meet with us this morning. He didn't.
Oh, Mr. Demond, would you like to have a court appointed? You have the right to be represented by an attorney at every stage of the proceeding.
Understood.
So if you would like me to appoint the public defender's office to help just for today or with your case all the way through, I can do that. It's not mandatory, but it's available. Ms. Yankee is here today on this call, ready to help us.
I think I'm okay by myself.
Okay. All right. I'm going to read you the charge in that case. Okay. The complaint in this matter states that on or about January 14th, 2023 at 806 Dorset Avenue in Washtenaw County, Michigan, you are accused in Ypsilanti Township, Washtenaw County, Michigan, you are accused of committing the crime. It's also called felonious assault. You're accused of making an assault upon with a shovel. This is a felony. The maximum penalty is 4 years and or $2,000. I'm not asking you to tell me whether or not this happened or make a statement about it, but I want to make sure that you understand what the charge and what the penalties are.
I understand.
Okay, thank you. All right, are you on probation or parole for anything?
Not at all.
And my understanding is that this home that you're living in is owned by your father.
Understood, yes.
but he lives in a different state.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a personal recognizance bond today, so you don't have to pay any money to leave the jail.
Okay,
While you are on bond, I'm giving you some instructions about things you can and cannot do while you're on bond. A violation of the bond will lead to your arrest, and under most circumstances, then you're held in the jail until you can see a judge, which sometimes is a week or more. Okay? I'm not saying that to be aggressive or threatening, but I want you to understand that the things that I'm instructing you to do and not do actually have consequences. So the first thing is you are not to leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court.
understood.
You are not to use illegal drugs while you are on bond. Do you have a medical marijuana card?
No,
You are not to have any contact with your father at this point. That includes replying if he tries to contact you.
understood.
If he shows up on your property, on the property where you're living, you're going to need to call the police and let them know that you have a court order saying you can't have contact with him. Okay? I'm not ordering him to do or not do anything because he's not subject to the jurisdiction of the court. While you're on bond, you're not to purchase or possess any firearms, weapons, or ammunition. You're not to engage in any assaultive behavior or any criminal behavior while you're on bond. Do you have any questions about those conditions?
No, not at this time, counsel.
Okay. Your court date will be over Zoom. If you'd like the court to email you the Zoom link, you need to make sure you call and update your email with us. Otherwise, you'll probably just get something texted to your phone number. The court date is January 26th. That'll be approximately 9 a.m. over Zoom. If you'd like to have a lawyer represent you, if you change your mind and you want a court-appointed lawyer, you can ask at that time. Okay, anything else?
I think this is it.
Okay, you are all set then, Mr. Demond. Thank you.
Thank you much.
You're welcome. Yeah, I mean, the first one is it's also a DV. Hi, could you state your name, please?
William Kennan?
I have an address in Garden City for you. Is that where you're going to be living?
That or a shelter, yes.
Okay, but is that a place where the court should send your mail for right now?
Yes.
I didn't hear what you said.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is it okay with you if the court uses your phone number and your email to have contact with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. This is State of Michigan versus William Kennan III. Milan Police Department report number 23312. Mr. Dawood, this did not get marked as a DV, but it clearly is.
Yes,
So I'm just gonna write that. Oh, it did on some things and
yeah,
I see. Okay, it was slopped over onto the second page. That's the problem. I couldn't
Okay.
see it. Okay, so it's fine the way it is. All right, Ms. Yankee, I've received a form requesting a court-appointed lawyer. I will sign that. You may proceed when you are ready.
Thank you. Assistant Public Defender Kelly Yankee appearing on behalf of Mr. Kennan III today. We waive formal reading and stand mute to the charges, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Dawood.
I have no additional information unless you have any questions, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Yankee.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're going to ask for a personal bond today, please. Mr. Kennan informed me he was not on probation or parole. I do not see any other open cases or holds right now. He's gainfully employed at Amazon. We went over possible and the bond conditions that the court will place on him. He said he has no issue with the no contact, the no go to. He does not have a medical marijuana card. He does not own any firearms, nor does he have to travel out of state anytime soon. So overall, we're going to ask for a personal bond, please.
Okay, I'll give you a personal recognizance bond today, Mr. Kennan. That means you don't have to pay any money to leave the jail today. While you're on bond, you're not to have any contact with. No contact means you cannot initiate contact with her. You can't call her, text her, email her. Don't use social media to have contact with her. Don't have another person deliver a message to her from you. You can't reply if she tries to contact you. Any questions about what no contact means?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you're not to go to. The other issue with this complaint, Mr. Dawood, is that it's got the Washtenaw County Courthouse listed on everything. I'm not going to correct that. That obviously is wrong. The Mylan cases aren't here.
Oh, yeah, that's correct.
It's got
It should be- it
the
should be
14A1 is on
Celine.
here. It should be 4. Yep.
Yeah,
I'm not going to fix that.
I can send out an amended complaint.
Yeah, but I think for today, we don't need to
No.
worry about that. Okay. So do not go to that address on Mylan, except if you have belongings there that you need to get, you can contact the Mylan Police Department. They will go with you to get your stuff. You can't be there waiting for them. You can't sit across the street or on the porch or anything. You have to wait until they are there before you are at that location. Otherwise, you're violating your bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs while you're on bond, no purchase or possession of firearms, weapons, or ammunition while you're on bond. Do not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. No criminal behavior, no assaultive behavior. Any questions about the bond conditions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Court date, please, for 4.
Master,
Yep. Your court date will be in person in the courthouse on Maple Road in Saline,
19th.
the 19th. That'll be January 19th, which is this coming Thursday at 9 a.m. in person. Okay, so some of your paperwork might say that your court, that it's at the court on Washtenaw Avenue. That's not right. Okay, so there will be one piece of paper that you get that says at the top, notice to appear. And that one will have the correct address for the court. And also the phone number for that court. Okay? But I'm telling you right now, it's the courthouse in Saline. So that's where you need to appear on Thursday. Any questions?
Okay.
Okay, you're all set, Mr. Kennan. Thank you. Hello, what is your name, please?
My name is Henry Albert Vanderwaard III.
Okay, Vanderwaard.
You're welcome.
Mr. Vanderwaard, tell me how your last name should be. Is it all one word? Is it capital Van, capital Der? Tell me how it should be spelled.
In the English language or in a Dutch language?
The way that it is legally spelled for you on your legal documents.
Been a couple ways spelled by the system.
Okay, this is what I'm asking. The reason that I'm asking you
Yes, ma'am.
is so that we have it all connected,
Yes.
identifying you as this person. So I want to make sure we have it correct, okay?
Vanderwaard is my last name.
And is it,
Derwaard. Spelled.
okay,
English way of spelling it. That's what's on my driver's license.
that's the way it's on your driver's license, is a
Yes,
capital
ma'am.
V and everything else lowercase. Okay,
Yes,
that's how we have it also.
good. Excellent.
All right, and then I have an address on McKinley Street in Chelsea. Is that a good place for you to get mail from the court?
Yes, yes, it is. Correct.
Is it okay with you if the court uses your phone number and your email to have contact with you?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. This is State of Michigan versus Henry Albert Vanderwaard. Chelsea Police Department report number 2300168. I have received a petition requesting a court-appointed lawyer. I will sign that. You may proceed when you are ready, Ms. Yankee.
Thank you. Assistant Public Defender Kelly Yankee appearing on behalf of Mr. Vander Ward today. Could you please read the complaint, Your Honor?
This is a one-count misdemeanor complaint that states that on or about January 14, 2023, in the city of Chelsea, Washtenaw County, Michigan, Mr. Vander Ward is accused of committing the crime of by making. This is a misdemeanor with a maximum of 93 days and or $500.
Thank you, Your Honor. We stand mute to this charge.
Go ahead, Mr. Dowd.
Nothing to add, Your Honor, unless you have any questions.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Yankee.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would like to ask for a personal bond today for Mr. Vander Ward. This is because he informed me he's not on probation nor parole. I did not see any other open cases. I did not see any holds. He's currently seeking employment. He has 4 adult children and 5 grandchildren that support him. We went over possible bond conditions that the court may place on him, and he has no issue with the no contact and no go to. He does not have a medical marijuana card. He does not own any firearms, nor does he have to go out of the state anytime soon.
Okay, had you been living at that Chandler address where he lives?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, but you are now going to be living at this McKinley address.
Correct, and also on.
Okay.
That's correct.
You cut off there a little bit. Also what?
Yes, at the McKinley address.
All right. Any reason you need to have contact with?
No.
Any reason you need to go to the Chandler address?
Yes.
Your belongings there you need to get?
Yes. And then again, it still may, it's being stipulated by the other sister, Bonnie, owns majority of the house. She wants me to stay there as her friend and her caretaker.
Okay, I'm not gonna let you stay there right now.
No, I understand.
Okay. This is a temporary court order. This is how I usually explain that. Something happened in that location that led to you being arrested and put in jail. And so it's always a good idea, no matter what the thing is that actually happened, for there to be a little bit of a cooling off period and some time away while things get sorted out. And then if it makes sense for all of you to be together again, or for you to be there and Miss Ray to be gone, that can be handled at a later time. But right now, because my job is not to decide what happened, it's better if we just put the no contact, don't go there in place temporarily. Okay?
Okay.
Not perfect, but we're already beyond perfect. That's why you and I are seeing each other. Okay. So I'll give you a personal bond today. You don't have to pay any money to leave the jail. While you're on bond, you are not to have any contact with her. No contact means you can't initiate contact with her. You can't reply if she tries to contact you. You should not have someone else deliver a message to her from you. While you are on bond, you are not to go to the address on Chandler in Chelsea. If you have belongings there that you need to get, you can contact the Chelsea Police Department and they will go with you to get your stuff.
Okay, I understand.
While you're on bond, no illegal drugs, no firearms, weapons, or ammunition. Do not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. No criminal behavior, no assaultive behavior. Do you have any questions about those bond conditions?
No, I have one question. What if I'm
Yep.
out on the street and she initiates contact with me?
Don't answer.
Don't answer. Excellent. That's what I thought.
Just don't answer.
Yes,
Yep.
ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, the court date will be January 30th. That is a Monday, and this will be at approximately 9 a.m. over Zoom. Do you know how to use Zoom?
I think so.
Okay, if not,
Like,
If not, you've got a couple of weeks to figure it out. Mhm.
We're Zooming right now. I mean, technically, with the.
Yeah, we're Zooming right now. That's right.
Okay,
So something will be sent to your email with the link to use to appear by Zoom. You can do it on a laptop. You can do it on your phone. You
Okay.
can come to one of the courthouses, not the Chelsea courthouse, but one of the other courthouses and Zoom from the lobby.
okay, will they have?
Any questions?
No, we're gonna find his, we'll get the Zoom link and get linked up for, the 30th morning.
Right, that's right. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Vanderwaard. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Hello, what is your name, please?
Josiah Jeffrey.
Okay, thank you. I'll be right with you. Mr. Jeffrey, I have your address on Clinton-Macon Road in Clinton, Michigan. Is that a good place for you to receive mail from the court?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it okay with you if the court uses your phone number and your email to have contact with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. This is State of Michigan versus Josiah Jeffrey 23F55010. I have received a petition requesting a court-appointed lawyer. I will sign that. You may proceed when you are ready, Ms. Yankee.
Thank you, Your Honor. Kelly Yankee appearing on behalf of Mr. Jeffrey today. Could you please read the complaint for us?
Yep. The complaint in this matter states that on or about January 14th, 2023, at in the city of Ann Arbor, Washtenaw County, Michigan, you are accused, Mr. Jeffrey, of stealing property from that location that belonged to several individuals, and that the total amount of the property was stolen was more than $1,000, but less than $20,000. The items you're accused of stealing are cell phones, a coat, glasses, credit cards, and wallets. And the people whose property that was are Ashley Aronson, Jenna Silverman, Amelia Danley, and Sarah Semko. The maximum penalty for this is 5 years and/or $10,000. Do you have any questions about the charge or the penalties? I'm not asking you whether you did this. Just want to make sure you understand what you're charged with.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead, Ms. Yankee.
Thank you, Your Honor. We stand mute to the complaint in charge. We would I'd like to have the prosecutor address bond first. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't have any
Go ahead.
information from the bond form.
All right, thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you. Mr. Jeffrey informed me he was on probation in Lenawee County currently. He has one open case there right now where he has a possible hold where he's going to look into once he's released with the front of the court. He does have one other case he's being seen for Tuesday at 1 p.m. He has a 14-year-old son that he helps take care of. We went over possible bond conditions and he informed me he does not have a medical marijuana card, nor does he have a firearm, nor does he have to travel out of state anytime soon. So we'd like to ask for a personal bond, please.
I'll give you a personal bond today, Mr. Jeffrey. While you're on bond, you're not to go to that location. Hang on one second. Mr. Dawood, I do not have a signed copy of the complaint from you or the bond recommendation with the prosecutor's portion. So I guess before I get too far into this,
So
I
I'll
should
give
look
my,
and
I'll give you my official bond recommendation, which is a PR bond, and obviously.
Okay. It might be in on base.
Mhm. Let me contact Kristen, because I know I signed it and everything.
Yeah, okay. We just need to get that in the file before I leave the building today.
Okay.
Yes, it looks like a conditional release bond is what's in on base with the no contact and the no go to. Okay. All right, I'll give you a personal bond today, Mr. Jeffrey. What that means is you don't need to pay any money to leave the Washtenaw County Jail. While you're on bond, you're not to go to that location on You're not to have contact with anyone who lives at that address. Or I believe that that is a sorority. You're not to have contact with any member of that sorority. I know you're not going to know who all of those people are. So and you probably don't even know these people whose property you supposedly stole. So just don't go to that location. Okay. And if you happen to find out the name or who one of these people is, don't have contact with that person.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Very much.
No illegal drugs while you're on bond, no alcohol, no marijuana, no purchase or possession of firearms, weapons, or ammunition. Any questions about the bond conditions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, your probable cause conference will be on January 26th, which is a Thursday, and that will be at 9 a.m. over Zoom. Do you have any questions about the bond conditions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you're all set then.
All right,
Thank you. Hello, could you state your name, please?
Hello, my name is Richmond Starbuck.
Okay. I have your address on Winewood in Ann Arbor. Is that a good address for you to get mail?
Yes, that's correct.
And is it okay with you if the court uses your phone number and your email to have contact with you?
Yes.
Thank you. This is State of Michigan versus Richmond Starbuck. 23F55009. I have received a petition requesting a court-appointed lawyer. I will sign that. You may proceed when you are ready, Ms. Yankee.
Thank you, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Kelly Yankee appearing on behalf of Mr. Starbuck today. We're going to waive formal reading and stand mute to the charge.
Your Honor. Oh. Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, I apologize. Your Honor, this was a bank robbery. He does not have a long criminal history. No weapon was used or implied in this case. I gave a $50,000 surety bond. I think there should be some type of surety component, but I'll leave it up to your discretion. I am concerned about his mental health, Your Honor. He indicates to the officers that he doesn't have long to live, and he's gonna.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Yankee.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're going to ask either for a personal bond or a low cash bond, please. He informed me he's not on probation or parole. We didn't see any other open cases nor holds. We went over possible bond conditions that the court may place on him, and he was fine with that. We went over the no contact and the no go to, and he's completely fine with that. He informed me he does not have a medical marijuana card. He does not own any firearms, and he does not need to travel outside the state of Michigan anytime soon.
Okay, thank you. So
And Your Honor,
I think that, yeah, go ahead.
I apologize for interrupting. I was just hoping to impress upon the court some beg of mercy in the bond issue. My time left to live is in a matter of days and weeks, and I do have people I have to say goodbye to. And I do not.
What is the matter with you?
I have cancer. I have small cell lung cancer.
Who's given you that time limit?
I've been told that it spread to my lymph nodes, and I've refused treatment. So, based on what I've seen with my father and what my
Okay, but this is a time. Okay, so I myself have had cancer in my lymph nodes. All right, so I'm here 14 years later. So, did you decide that you were going to die within a few days?
I was told within a matter of weeks if I did not receive treatment.
Told by who?
My doctor.
When were you told that?
By an oncologist. I was told that several weeks ago.
Okay. So what is your diagnosis?
Stage 3 small cell lung cancer.
Stage 3 what?
Small cell lung cancer.
That you need to say that a little slower. It's hard to hear.
Small cell lung cancer.
Small cell lung cancer. Okay. Go ahead. What else did you want to say?
Simply that I do not have money right now, and if I'm placed on bond, I will not be able to pay it. And I leave it to your judgment, but I would just ask for the court's mercy, and that's all I had to say.
Okay. Well, I am sympathetic to your diagnosis. I truly understand what you're going through and how that feels. Without, I would be remiss to have your statement of your life expectancy be how I decide what your bond should be. I hear what you're saying, and it's not good enough for me that you are indicating that you have a short time to live. Things change all the time. I don't have any information in my file indicating what your doctors have actually told you. That's all stuff that might become more relevant at your next proceeding. But for today, your word alone on that is not enough for me to do anything specific with that information. Having said that, the only reason that this is the type of charge that it is, and I'm guessing this at least partially informed the prosecutor bond recommendation, is that it's a bank that's being robbed. The person that I saw right before you stole approximately the same amount of property with a value of what you allegedly took from the bank with a recommendation for a personal bond. Banks have a lot of power in our criminal justice system. That's why stealing from a bank is a life offense and stealing from your neighbor is not. So I am going to give you a personal bond. No weapon was used. It's not other than the fact that a bank was the victim, it's not what we traditionally see as a bank robbery. While you're on bond, you're not to go to any Chase Bank anywhere in Washtenaw County. I'm just going to say don't go to any financial institution.
We did discuss
per-
that if he does have to go to a bank for some reason, someone else can go for him.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be a
No.
problem, actually, I think. And also, I am sorry, but I have not, I'm sorry, please.
I just didn't hear you say it again.
Oh, I was saying that won't be a problem because I use an online bank that doesn't have branches. And also, I actually do not know what a personal bond is, if either you or my attorney
A
could.
personal bond means you're going to be released under your own personal supervision.
Okay.
So there's no financial component to that.
Thank you.
Okay. No purchase or possession of firearms, weapons, or ammunition. Do not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. Do not, I may have already said this, do not purchase or possess firearms, weapons, or ammunition. No criminal behavior while you're on bond. Any questions about the bond recommendations? I mean, the bond conditions are not recommendations.
No, Your Honor, and I will certainly follow all those conditions.
Okay, your court date will be January 26th, 9 a.m. over Zoom. So something will be sent to your email with the exact time that you should appear and also the link to use to appear by Zoom on that day.
Okay,
Anything else?
nothing for me, Your Honor.
Nothing more, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, you're all set. Thank you.
Thank you.
Look at mom.
Look at mama. Look at mama. What you doing? You got gloves. Are you human? You want humans? You gonna go catch pigs? Oh, and there's the fruits.